versus diversification? Okay, very good question. I don't believe in diversification at all. I would own one stock if I could find one great stock. Diversification is a big mistake. I call it diversification. You buy this thing that might balance this other thing and they both go down. So I don't believe in diversification at all. I would own one stock. Thank you. Does everybody have this list? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear what I'm saying? There's a lot of microphones here. This is what I'm going to cover today. It should be on your desk. These are the key points that I've been using for 25 years. I think they're true then. I think they're true today. I think they'll be true in 25 years. And I think that's what investing, successful investing is all about. And the first point is know what you own. I can't believe how many people own stocks and they couldn't describe to an 11-year-old in 2 minutes or less why they own this thing or what it is. If you actually pin them down and you put a whip to them, they'd say the sucker's going up. That's the only reason they have for, and this is the normal kind of company that people buy. This is a very simple story. I own a lot of companies like this. They make a relatively mundane product. It's a 1 megabit SRAM CMOS bipolar risk floating point data I/O array processor with optimizing compiler, 16-bit dual port memory, Unix operating system, 4 whetstone megaflop polysilicon emitter with a high bandwidth, that's important, 6 gigahertz double metallization communication protocol, asynchronous backward compatibility, peripheral bus architecture, 4-wave interleaved memory, token ring interchangeable backplane, and they do it in 15 nanoseconds of capability. Now, if you own a piece of shit like that, you will never make money, never. Somebody come up with more whetstones, less whetstones, big mega flop. I mean, what do you do if this thing goes from 12 to 9? Do you buy more? Do you walk around the block? I mean, do you call your friends? I mean, what the hell do you do with something like that? People buy this stuff. I mean, I buy stuff like Dunkin' Donuts and Stop and Shop and CVS and made money in all those. And Sally Mae was just here, right before me. I mean, there's a stock I bought that they had a great name. It was Student Loan Marketing. I mean, who would ever buy anything like that? It was a great name. If you heard the story, I think if 100 people heard the story, in fact, we're all in that road show in 1983. I think if 100 people looked at Sally Mae, they would have bought it, but 100 people wouldn't look at it. Because imagine loaning money to students. Imagine doing anything with students. It was a great story. It was simple, and no one looked at it. So that's the kind of stocks I like to buy. But I'm telling you, people don't do this. And I'm talking sophisticated people, unsophisticated people. They don't know what the company is. What's the story? And it's very important to know it because it doesn't always work, and you have to keep posted. Now, here's a big point. Remember this one. It's futile to predict the economy, interest rates, and stock market. I mean, people keep trying to do this. I mean, this would be useful. I would love to know when we're going to have a recession. I'd love to know when interest rates are going to go up or down. I'd love to know when the stock market's going up. That would be helpful. I would like to get next year's Wall Street Journal. Unfortunately, you don't get it. I remember in 1982, we had a lot of people in this room around for 82. We had 20% prime rate, 15% long governments, double-digit unemployment, double-digit inflation. I don't remember anybody telling me about that in 1980. I don't remember anybody telling me about that in 1981. But in 83, I remember they said, well, the economy's bounced back. We're in a recession in 85. In 85, they said we have a recession in 86. In 87, something happened in October 87. I forget what something happened in October 87. Celtics lost 7 in a row. Something bad in 87. They said for sure we'll have a recession in 88, and they said 89 for sure we'll have a recession. And then 90, we're supposed to have the so-called soft landing, which we never had. So I've always said if you spend 13 minutes a year on economics, you've wasted 10 minutes. And, all you need to know about the stock market is it goes up and it goes down, and it goes down a lot. And that's all you need to know. Again, it'd be terrific to know what's going to happen in the economy, but I deal with facts. If inventories are going up, if copper prices are going down, if room occupancy is going the wrong way, if people are building too many hotels, I look at freight car loadings when I own railroad stocks. I deal with facts. I don't deal with people tell me something's going to happen in the future. You might as well call the psychic hotline for that stuff to get a better average at diversification. Okay, very good question. I don't believe in diversification at all. I would own one stock if I could find one great stock. Diversification is a big mistake. I call it diversification. You buy this thing that might balance this other thing, and they both go down. So I don't believe in diversification at all. I would own one stock.